In the tumultuous summer of 2020, during a racial protest, in the town of Birmingham, Alabama, a Confederate monument was overturned. Protesters discovered beneath it lie a buried manuscript entitled, The Book of Lucifer. The Book of Lucifer is an account of famous historical religious stories as retold by Satan, aka Lucifer Jehovason. The volumes contained herein are highly controversial, and it is advised that the weak at heart steer clear from it. Skilled literary professor, Lord Cain de Wilt, will read excerpts while also including interviews and testimonies of people whose lives have been forever changed by this book. The Book of Lucifer has affected people of all walks of life and all ages. Meet a young boy, that to protect his identity, we will call Connor. Connor was once an active member in his church. But after listening to the Book of Lucifer on YouTube, his life was forever changed.
I guess you could say I had an ordinary life, you know. I went to school, I play football at my high school, play a lot of video games, watch a lot of anime. And my family goes to church about 3 times a week. Every time the church doors are open, my parents come running through. So, I have always been super active in my church. I even wanted to be a preacher once. So here in Alabama, that's about as normal as you can get. My pastor had came to me and asked if I would read the children's story at church, and I did. Then one time, I wanted to do a story from the Bible that had never been done before, instead of the same ones the kids hear every week. So, I hit YouTube and found The Book of Lucifer. I remember I started off laughing but ended up thinking, my pastor says the remedy for doubt is faith, but I think it may be that the remedy of faith is doubt. Yep, my family is black. Black folks just don't stop believing in God, but after I saw it, I started looking up more videos on atheism and stuff. And I found out I didn't have to believe in an old white man sitting in the sky watching me. I'm kind of glad there's no God, ya know. It means we're not all tied to his janky plan, but we can be free and make our own. No, not at all. God has never been happy just being himself. He can't just, you know, be God. He has to be your friend, your father, like he's got a hole in him that he tries to fill with mankind's love. And Jesus is just a devil in disguise. He goes around with whips telling people to obey their masters. As a black person, that's just something I can't get behind. What made me not want to do it anymore was, well, I started to actually study the Bible, not like Christians do, but like I did my textbooks at school. I saw that it was all cap. God and Jesus broke every one of the 10 commandments. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. God got mad at Baal and Molech all the time, and he admitted he was jealous, and they weren't even real, but in his heart Jehovah believed, and that was wrong. Thou shalt not make engraven images. This comes from a person who carved man from the dust of the earth in his own image, and that was wrong. God just hates art. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. Which is kinda stupid. If he had a problem with people using his name, he should have never told the Jehovah's Witnesses what it was. Remember the Sabbath day to keep it holy. One time a man picked up some sticks on the Sabbath, and the people stoned him to death for working on the Sabbath, but isn't picking up stones to stone somebody on the Sabbath also work? Isn't stoning also work? Isn't being a tattletale on the Sabbath work? The people should have been stoned for stoning the man on the Sabbath? Honor thy mother and father. Sure. But it never talks about what to do for kids if your parents have no honor. Like really, you want me to honor an abusive, self-destructive drunk? Then he tried to bribe you into being nice to your parents, promising long life and land. But Jesus said in Luke chapter 14 verse 26, "If any man come to me, and hate not his father, and mother, and wife, and children, and brethren, and sisters, yea, and his own life also, he cannot be my disciple." Thou shalt not kill. God killed everybody in the flood, and the world's first LGBTQ+ community in Sodom. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Mary was not God's wife. And the Book of Lucifer says Jesus and Krishna used to hook up all the time. During them 18 years Jesus is missing from the Bible. Thou shalt not steal. Unless God sends you to an uncircumcised land to raid and pillage and kill all the women and children, except for the virgins, those you can keep for yourself. Thou shalt not bear false witness. In John chapter 7, Jesus told his disciples he was not going to the festival, because his time had not come yet, but in verse 10 it say Jesus secretly snuck out to the festival. That's a lie. Thou shalt not covet. God and Jesus want everybody's heart and all their love. Jesus killed himself and came back to remind you he did it. He wants your love so bad he'll take it mixed with guilt. I haven't told anyone. I know that if I did, my family and friends would all treat me differently. Plus, I'm pretty sure it would break my mother's heart. I might tell them one day, when I'm older, but not now. I plan to head off to college and maybe study movie and TV production. But I want to go to college in New York or LA, gotta get out of Alabama. Yeah, don't. Seriously, don't go looking for God unless you are ready to face yourself.
Connor felt conflicted telling the children stories he didn't believe in, so he quit. Connor says he is happy with the path he is taking and looks forward to graduating from high school this upcoming year.
God